EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, where the spirit of the late Sam Mills lives on with the pounding of the drum as we're ready for football at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers.
2026 Carolina Panthers.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. And off we go from Charlotte. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. A huge play right off the bat. 38 yards.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Omar Spates on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Rams' 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Young gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
They'll try to sneak it here. He is down at the 14, but will have the first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Young to throw on first down. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's 2nd and inches at the Rams' 5-yard line.
2nd and inches. They'll run without it. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Panthers. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. It's up and good. Panthers will take a 7-0 lead.
Rams, nothing.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But what he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll find his tight end. It's Kobe Parkinson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Rams first down.
48-yard line.
Man in motion is Smith. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Michael Jackson in for the stop.
2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Parkinson in motion. 2nd down, it's Stafford. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Now a 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That one caught by Smith. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That is a big play for L.A. 32 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open. Short throws turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Man in motion is Smith. One more time for Williams. And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. 3rd and goal coming up. So a little extra time to think about this 3rd and goal as we've hit the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football as they will see what they can do with this 3rd and goal. The motion man is Nakua. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. but I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast, and the ball falls incomplete. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Chuba Hubbard. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense going to take over now for the second time. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10.
Pickup of about 3.
Cameron Kitchens there to bring him down.
Cameron Kitchens. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
This is 3rd and 6. Here's Young to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher. And this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result.
On 4th down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. Xavier Smith is deep for L.A. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it.
Offside. Defense. Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. J.C. Horn coming in from his cornerback spot to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd down at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw is Stafford. Caught by Nakua on the out route. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
1st down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And he finds some space, tackling after a gain of 7 on first down.
The 48-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford got a man downfield. It's Devontae. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
I love this call, Mike. Defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy first down. Really well done.
They go play action with Stafford. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And the Rams are going to have what looks to be 1st and goal. He'll take this down to the 10.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
The Panthers will take their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Colby Parkinson. Touchdown, Rams.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. He knocks it through, and the Rams are on top. It's now 10-7.
Panthers 7.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Young. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half. and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart the 2-minute mode. That's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Panther first down.
49-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for. It's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Now a timeout for Carolina. It's going to be their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Second down, they need 3. Now Young. Short one there, caught by Tremble. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Panthers will level the score at 10 apiece.
And barring something dramatic here happening, that field goal should take us into the break all tied up. So this one obviously could go either way. I'm really excited to see, Mike, which team comes out of the halftime break, make some adjustments on both sides of the ball to try to give themselves the edge.
So the late field goal brings us level. Final few seconds before halftime as the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Here's Stafford. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This one taken at the 7. And this This will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Rams offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. In trouble, and down he goes. Derek Brown. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and real long.
He'll get this to Kyron Williams. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Panthers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Low-scoring game, all tied, 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. The motion man here is Mitchell. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Tremble comes in motion. On 2nd down, Young. Looking left side is tight end Tremble. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And, man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He finds the big tight end, Tremble. They get 16 on that connection. It's a Carolina 1st down.
That's good for a Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. Now Dowdle. And he'll get past the marker. He's got a first down on that gain of 5.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On play action, Young. Now he'll run. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
That's another Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On first and 10, here's Young. That's caught right side. It's the tight end, Evans. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Second and 4.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's into the end zone. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Carolina. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
On now is Fitzgerald for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Panthers go up by 7. It is now 17-10. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Rams offense ready to get back at it. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Parkinson in motion. First down, Stafford. Pass is caught left side. That's Parkinson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll run it with Williams. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, L.A.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. from the 46. Here's second down and 9. Man in motion is Smith. Off play action. It's Stafford. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
First down, Rams.
This is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Here's a handoff to Williams. He'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes third and goal.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's fourth and goal.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
So on is the kicker, Harrison Mevis, in a big spot. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with first and 10. Man in motion, heading right. On first down is Young. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
A second down throw for Young. He's got the first-round pick, Teteroa McMillan. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. Pass taken in by Dowdle. And he is out of bounds. They get 12 yards on that pass. It's good for a Panther first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. From the gun, it's Young. And he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, 3 to go. Here's Young. He's got a man. That's McMillan. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
The motion man here is Mitchell. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Young. The ball comes out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
So, a big kick coming here for Ryan Fitzgerald. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Ryan Fitzgerald.
So now, after the field goal, Fitzgerald is back out there to send this one away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Rams offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Stafford now to throw on 1st down. Turnover goes back the other way, a back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
Fitzgerald now for the extra point. He's got it. Panthers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Rams 13.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return, here comes Corum. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. The shotgun, it's Stafford. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
A 1st down throw for Stafford. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that 2nd foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another 1st down.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt, and that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
To the air again, Stafford. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
And remember, he threw that pick 6 on the previous drive, so don't think that's still not in the back of his head. He's certainly not going to risk giving the ball away again, and good decision there to just throw it away.
Again, it's Stafford. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
One last throw here for Stafford. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners, as we say, so long from Uptown Charlotte.